Hello, Watch Your Chat here with your reminder that life is short by the watch. Today we're addressing the topic of whether watches are an investment. And what better way to do that than to go through my collection and categorise them on which ones theoretically are worth more than what I paid for, about the same, and which ones have gone down. So let's get into it. So first things first, are watches an investment? Well, yes they are, but from a financial viewpoint, just not a very good one. Because number one, if you want to make money and that's your game, there's more ways and better ways to make money than investing in watches. And I use the term investing loosely. Number two, those people who are telling you that they're investments have a vested interest. They're either trying to sell you something or they have one themselves and are interested in pumping up the value. And thirdly, most watches depreciate in value. There's only outliers that go up. And for the most part, they are big, expensive pieces, which are outside of the accessibility of the average punter. So, if we're talking about investment, I would say that they're an investment, but in your mental health. If you like the watch, and you want the watch, and you can afford the watch, that's what you invest in, that feeling. Now, I'm not saying that retention value is not important, but the reality is it's there because people like to rationalise what is an emotional decision. Hence, that's why it's such a good marketing tool for people to tell you that it's a good investment, because it works. So now that we've got that aside, let's look at the watches and start categorising them. I would call this box
a beta box.
They're affordable watches, and all in all, this box probably totals about 12,000 Australian dollars. All of these watches have reduced in value. The only exception would be maybe these two, which have largely retained value. That's a vintage watch, and that is a affordable entry watch. Pretty solid performer. So we'll move this box on. Okay, so we've got this box. Let's have a look at it. That's gone down. That's stayed the same. Down. Same. Down. This one's gone up. Down. Same. Up. The same. So the values are as follows on this box. So this tube here, what have we got? So this entire tube has gone down, with this one going down a little bit, but these two going down quite substantially. This vintage watch I picked up for a pretty good price, and when you look online, you can see it's actually gone up quite a bit. From time of purchase, it's gone up quite a bit, and that's largely because it's sought after. This one's also down. Up. Down. This one has done all right, but it's not astronomical. This one has significantly reduced. This one looks to be a little bit stable, but it is on its way down. Here's a roll of shiny rocks. These have all gone up and they are starting to go down a little bit because of the market, but let's call these shiny rocks because they perform quite well. And lastly, quite interestingly, this is a shiny rock, and in fact, if you talk about percentages, it's probably the most shiniest of all rocks. I can see this going down as soon as it needs a battery replacement because that's one fully forged piece. As you can see, it's a mixed bag. A lot of the watches have lost out and some of them have improved in value. Of course, they're only worth what someone's willing to pay, and you only get money when you sell it. So buy them because you want them and you want to enjoy them. And if that's the case, you can't go wrong. So if you like that video, please click like and subscribe, and remember, life's short, buy the watch.